you are. We just want to bring greetings to now from a very special group tonight on a very special platform and a very, very special show. These are the wonderful Then and Now program, and we honor forget a group of women on the platform here tonight, and they call themselves the Concerned Women of the Diaspora. Before I go any further for begin any more introduction, I just want to bring light to una family and the group we appear today as una hear the name. Now, Concerned Women of the Diaspora. These are a group of professional women, Sierra Leoneans, that are concerned about different aspects of life back home, social, political, economic, but mostly not political, just the social life. That's not my understanding about this group. And tonight we bring them come on so that we go hear it from them. But just before we go, I will ask for we do a quick introduction of the one that we there, and probably more will come on. So I will start from the top left corner. If I ask you, just introduce yourself and probably the state where you're from or the country where you're from, whichever way. So top left corner, please. We start from top left.
Well, we're not sure what that day on the top left.
Is that the lady with the hat? Top left.
No, okay. On my own top left, I talk about. So we go there on the opposite side, but I take responsibility for that. At the spotlight now, as I ask for introduction. So if you watch them, you go see yourself that the spotlight to you. So ladies and gentlemen, I've just spotlighted the first guest. And first guest, if you see yourself, beautiful blue embroidered clothes. Will you introduce yourself and which state from, please?
Hello, good evening, everybody. Good evening. My name is Franca Jallo. First of all, Mr. Host, thank you so much for welcoming us on your show. And, I'm in North Carolina. I'm a Sierra Leonean living in North Carolina. Very glad to be on your show today. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And we'll go to the next person. And next person, if you're watching the program live, now you don't spotlight. I don't know whether you watch them. If you know they watch them, let us know. But if you see yourself, now you spotlight. Will you introduce yourself, please? And the state to say you did. Anybody will wear a fine Creole hat. That fine Creole hat.
Okay, thank you very much for welcoming us on your show. It's an honor and a privilege to be a part of this wonderful Concerned Sierra Leonean women. My name is Abibatu Darami, and I look forward to a wonderful time with you on your show. Thank you so very much. Thank you, viewers. Bless you.
Thank you very much and welcome to the program. So we move on to the next guest. And I've been not promising as we go along, more people and they join, one or two people just don't join. I just don't spotlight another powerful lady in the group. So lady, you go take the opportunity if you see yourself or introduce yourself, please.
First of all, I want to thank you, Mr. Prince, for having us in your show. My name is Baby Haj, Mrs. Haj Jen. I live in Columbus, Ohio, USA.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Baby Haj Jen, for coming on the program. So we move on to the next guest. We'll spotlight the next guest. Next guest, if you see yourself, will you introduce yourself, please, and which state you speak from tonight or this afternoon?
Okay. I don't get the voice.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. And thank you, Mr. Kuma, for inviting us to the show. My name is Muriel Brown, and I'm in Arizona. I'm a Sierra Leonean.
Okay, thank you very much, Muriel. Just a quick one for you, Sister Muriel. You go get for turn you micro. I know say you watch the program simultaneously, and that they interfere with the program. So you need for turn your volume down to 0.
I don't know why it dark inside if not the light.
Or probably not to you, but somebody get them on where they watch them simultaneously and they interfere with the conversation. So maybe as we go along, somebody go realize. Thank you so much. Let we see whether we can get further guests for introduce. This is wonderful. People let me know, they ask me, who say they bring woman then can on the show? The day where we bring woman then can on the show, it's unbelievable. So we spotlight the next sister. So dear sister, will you introduce yourself and who say you speak from today, please?
Yeah, good evening, everybody. Thank you, Mr. Prince, for having us. My name is Jillian Johns. I'm here from Raleigh, North Carolina.
Raleigh, North Carolina, and that's Jillian, Sister Jillian. Thank you very much. Let's see, get to the next person on the program. Come on. Raleigh, North Carolina, that's Jillian, Sister Jillian.
Oh, somebody mute you. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Somebody need for mute
Get off the show. Yeah.
thing, yeah. We don't highlight another sister. And we go ask the sister if he can introduce himself quickly with a name and whose state he speak from today, please.
Sister Fatima Conti from Maryland. Thank you very much for having us.
But me Nigerian at the still.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, no, I think that's Sister Fatima, the one with the glasses, and I think something like a beret. Yeah, from Maryland, I believe. Okay, you still see Jillian.
Yeah, we still see Jillian. Yeah.
Okay, okay, no problem. That's fine. We need to move on. Somebody else did not the car. They play with the car. If you me,
yeah.
now you in particular with the spotlight now, and you need for raise your camera up, so we'll see you a little bit. Thank you so. Yeah, that.
Mohammed.
No, you still need for adjust that. When they see you now, and now they see. If you do it slowly, when you reach the point, we will let you know slowly. We are come a little bit more. Yes. Please don't take it from there. Another beautiful sister. The name and who side they call from, please.
I'm still highlighted.
That's Sister Fatima. I already introduced myself from Maryland.
Sister Fatima, okay, now I make we get confusion as to who that will be the spotlight.
She's
okay,
still not spotlighted.
Yeah. Okay, I'm Minister for me that is spotlighted. The apologies are going to be a bit of a this. Jillian is stuck. Okay, so Jillian is kind of frozen. That's all right. So let me come off the whole thing again and then just move on. Thank you very much for that. Let me just try this quickly and go back to Fadima. Let me see whether it was spotlight.
Oh, there, that's it.
Okay, that's it. Okay.
Now we got it. Now we got
it. So you get the honor for introducing yourself the second time.
Jillian?
You.
No, this is Subona.
Oh, well, not
hello.
Okay.
Hello, I'm in.
Yeah, okay, so we don't say you in. We are coming to you. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay, but I didn't see myself right now.
Yeah, now you will spotlight. So you're spotlighted. Okay. So I say you get the honor for introduce yourself again because we get a little bit of a mix-up.
Okay, all right. Good evening, Fambudem. My name is Subona. They come from New Jersey. So currently, I did a working place, as you will see in the background. And I'm Sierra Leonean, and Mr. Prince for having me on your show.
Okay, Sister Subona, thank you very much. I remember that name very well. I know say them Bona, then some of them go Harvard School. Maybe you're not one of them. Yeah. Make her come to this other sister. I'll make sure say we get this sister. Yeah. So I've just spotlighted another sister. We just enter. You look like say you be very well prepared for this program. Welcome to the
program. That's my husband.
Okay.
My name is Fadima Diallo. They call from Minnesota.
Okay, Fadima Diallo calling from Minnesota, and we get some problems in Minnesota right now. I hope say they find away from waiting they go on. May the soul of the young man rest in perfect peace.
Amen. Amen.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you very much. So so far, I think if I'm wrong, when I correct me, all the people that we get in the chat room, with the exception of Sister Alice, where we need to see.
No,
Alice, yeah, we need to see you. You probably turn your camera upside down. You take the back, you turn up front.
I don't think so.
The Minnesota style. The Minnesota style.
Okay. There you go. You see, you don't turn up before that. Okay. Let me just see whether I can spotlight you quickly. Thank you so much, dear sister. And let me spotlight you so we can have you. There you are. Yes. That's it. Will you introduce yourself and which state you speak from today, please?
My name is Alice Pesimara. I call from Minnesota.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much, Sister Alice Pessi Mara. As you can see, this is a mixture of very powerful women, different names, although we don't want to go into that, but you can see like this is a full representation of Sierra Leone. And we don't get far more than this, and as I speak, somebody else just don't join. So we're going to get people the way they join as we go along. Let me see whether I'm able to bring this sister quickly. Let introduce yourself. Maybe not the introduction will be the only before. Okay, sister, you just don't join and we don't spotlight you. Will you please state your name and the state where you call from, please?
Maria, I'm in
Okay, Maria to sing for the player, but we get that name, Sister Maria to. Sister Maria to, welcome to the program. So let me move on. Let me make little progress. Yeah, and me when I'm the host tonight, I'm exceptionally happy. I feel so blessed. Forget all the mommy there, all the sister there, all the auntie there on the platform here tonight. You will not believe it, ladies, how much grateful I am. All 10 and they ask me, when did they bring ladies on the show? The day I bring ladies, then can't see them. Can't see them. So my first question to Una will be, obviously, if you get group of this kind, there is a purpose, there is an intent, there is a motive behind such a grouping. I don't know which of Una go, you do the honors for explain to the family where they watch now, we get for watch later. What is this group all about? What do you bring about this group? How Una come together, form this idea, and what do Una intend for achieve?
Madam Franca.
Somebody get in radio or television or they watch the program at the same time. If you still watch, maybe where Madam Franca they speak, you can mute your microphone. Where you don't speak down there, you can put her back on because maybe you might be the next person where they call on. Because we're not sure who that get the problem right now.
Yeah, somebody gets in radio.
Question.
Somebody please mute your phone. Mute your phone.
Are you TV on? Just mute.
Yeah, it might be a television, it might be another phone, you might be watching the program simultaneously. So I think it don't go quiet. Somebody has done us a great service. Yes, Sister Franca.
So I just want answer your question, Mr. Prince. Thank you so much once more for having us on the show. Simply put, we are Sierra Leonean woman them. We are mama them, we are woman them, we are family members there and so on. And because of the love and care we get for Salon, now make we say enough fine for make we sit down. We watch things they unfold for more than 2 years now, and we not do nothing. Make we find way for bring out with voice for them one day we're not able for talk for themselves na Salon. Things are changing, and every day we hope for the best, but not to that day we see or they watch the news. And because we get interest as Sierra Leoneans first and foremost, now make we talk, and we don't begin to see say woman them they're being affected, children are being affected. It became personal to us. So some of we, myself, Baby Haj, Madam Alice Mara, Susan Bona, all of us, we all came together and said, you know what, let's do something about this. Let's form this group and speak up so that the rights of our people can be respected, so that things can change for the better in Sierra Leone. We know once things get so bad that it's too late for us. And at this point, I think that change can happen. I think that things can revert back to how we know it, the Sierra Leone we know it, where everybody, regardless of your tribal group, your ethnicity, your religious background, and so on, Sierra Leone is one of the most tolerant countries in the world. And we respect Umande, we respect Umamade, we respect Pikindem. More than 75% to 80% of people in our Salon right now, the woman are the breadwinner there. It has changed, things have changed. So we don't begin to see things and they affect the woman them, where means the whole family dynamics will go under. We decided to speak up. And with the hope say all man go no say the intentions that we have, this group has, it's not political. It is because of the love we have. And that's why we're going to say the truth. And thank you for giving us the platform to speak up and speak out for those who are vulnerable, who cannot speak up for themselves right now. Now I make we form this group. Madam Baby Haj, I don't know if you want to add to this.
Thank you very much, Madam Franca. If I can come in, Mr. Prince.
Sure, you can.
Thank you for giving us this podium today. I feel blessed and I'm so happy to be here. And I know we all happy for Denaya. Me, we talk in Creole. Just like waiting, Madam Franca don't talk, you don't summarize why we formed this group. We sit down, you say, you know, waiting. Some of us, when people they see you on social media, they categorize you in a different perspective, say this political thing, this has nothing to do with political. Especially, I mean, when they begin all woman them and no charges. The first time we begin talk about this is when they begin all woman them, picking them for no reason and throw them up Pandemba Road. Will not get, they not discharge them, then just they put them away, suppress them freedom, intimidation na salon, nobody, the women, people then become very scared na salon for talk. Us being abroad, and then at the diaspora, feel the need say, we have a safe haven for low talk for people then back home. And you know, salon now we country, now the country we love so dearly. And when woman them, when you see country they go towards intimidating woman them, picking them, then you know say problem don't begin happen. And as comrade them, as mama them, sister them, we come together, we say, you know, waiting, let us speak for let us be the voice for the voiceless. And like Franca said, I know they go too much into it anymore. That is why this group is formed. And we are more than this, but more to come in future. They're probably trying to log on right now, where we come together, Naya, and we even get membership as far as even in England. There is somebody that they're part of us. I don't know if you're not logging it because I'm not here yet, but with the that make we the women there would they look forward for any woman we want for join we for let we continue for speak for people them back home. I thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. And ladies and gentlemen, for them one the way they listen, we don't join the platform right now. All I can say is let us perform the ritual we normally do then and now. The few people that want to see and they watch the chat room, they are absolutely in support and in awe of these women. You know, you're waiting and just advocate within the last 5 minutes, which is great. But they ask Una for let we share this video wide and far. Don't be selfish. I know outside with the broadcast form, it's late now. It's not a problem because we still get few people. But in the United States, I think we still just talk about 4:35 o'clock. So please let's share this video. Okay, we just hear something just no way really serious. So it's much more about the concerns of on una part about una compatriots them, especially women them, especially picking them in a society where apparently they're vulnerable. So this is not politics, it's just social concern about the state or the state of we people them. So we all get that kind of feeling in there, and you should be commended for that. Why hear you from somebody else about some of una topmost concerns we una get? Because yes, the chair lady don't do that, Madam Jen don't do that as well. But maybe somebody else go on that particular issue there, waiting at this topmost concern of una regarding the picking them, because it's almost like an advocacy. Una they advocate for justice, for fair play, for openness, for protection, you know, yeah, for the vulnerable. So you people are in a position of advocating for the voiceless. Let me hear it from some of the other members them, waiting interest una most and now una intend for do this advocacy for the most vulnerable them.
Well, hello, Susan here, if I can come in.
Sure you can. Thanks, Susan.
Well, you know, the inhumane treatment of with people them. You know, like Franca said, over the past 2 years, you know, the people have been very inconsiderate in terms, especially the government representatives them, and it treats with people that inhumanely. And if we not say something, you know, it will continue to go on. They just find for letting them know, say, you know, Sierra Leoneans are watching. and they are tired of what's going on. People, we don't tire, so we decide, so we'll talk. When there's this thing will happen Minnesota, where they read the Salon First Lady, they give the finger to the policeman, they give the F word to the policeman, but yet so much they go on, way past what did not happen in America. She has yet to say a word. So that is why people like us, we don't decide, say, we go talk. Because if the one the way they lead with people, then they are so cold, they are so inconsiderate, they rather focus on what they happen somewhere else than waiting the murder with people. Then we go decide, say, we go talk. So that's why we are talking.
That is why we are talking. So probably from another member, in as much as you are thousands of miles away from home, how do you intend for do this talking for influence the situation on the ground? Can somebody please, try to articulate that? Because all one day we give hope to tonight, or all the other times they will not appear on some other public platform. How can they get convinced, here tonight, say, yes, we get with sister the way they stand for we, although they're thousands of miles away, but notwithstanding, then go able for influence situation at the ground.
Yeah, Mr. Prince, if I can come in, this is Fatima, Conti.
Yes, sure.
I don't write, I call myself, human rights activist. I don't write so many, I don't write so many stuff for them. So I can write, and I guess, because I get mother in number, I write program, I send them program, I write that then forum them, I write so many, I can even send you some, so I write and publish them and tell them, waiting for do and how, say this is not, and one time I send an audio. I don't like to make audio because for me, I just don't like to make audio. So I write and say, no, this is not, it's just out of human, it's humane. You cannot do this to your fellow humans, because if you able to teach other human being like that, look, if you're not teach your young picking like that, you cannot treat other human like this. If you start from home, if you cannot treat your young picking like this, you cannot treat any human being like that. So you cannot, this is not, you cannot do stuff like this. And it's really, for me, it's really emotional. I cannot take that. You cannot stand for that. And I'm all waiting to go on, because this is taxpayers' money. It's their money. You eating their money and you treating them like this. And I said, so God is going to pay you for this. You have to look at it on the other side too, and said, okay, is this right? It's not right. So you're doing this, so you go to bed at night, you can able to sleep for this. Do you have a conscience? Do you really have a conscience? Would I all eat this? So would I have conscience? So what you really candid for? What you work for? Is this nice? What you want to do? So and the guys all done there, and me not able to sleep. And I tell them I can't sleep because this now we own brother there. We all interconnected. So you cannot do this. And we have a voice. Our voice should be heard. We keep on the bombard and coming to this show. One day they will must hear us. We keep on talking because there must be changes. Martin Luther King comes, we keep on talking. There must be changes. I said, hey, Martin Luther King talked for a while. If Martin Luther King, then I talked to my brother and sister. I said, this is why if Martin Luther King not been talk, we not mean for the America, and we not mean for vote. Woman, beaucoup people didn't do that. So that's why there was a changes. That's why we vote. That's why election come. Even now, people didn't fight for make changes be. So we have to keep on fighting for this, for for changes. We can't stop fighting. People then can say, hey, how most people don't know, the fight. This is a useless fight. No, it's not useless. Except one person in the fight, there must be changes. You the fight for the right cause. You cannot stop. We cannot stop. We have to keep on fighting.
Thank you so very much, Fatima. Let me jump in there. This is
Can I come in?
And women of Sierra Leone, we only get one Sierra Leone, and we love Sierra Leone so very much. Obama be say, if you don't make your voice heard, somebody else will speak. So for me, as a believing Christian, I pray, and I think for resonate with Fatima, because myself there are times where I'm not even able for sleep, but you pray, but at the same time you need to speak up. So with strategy is if we come together as
united front,
wives, as women, as mothers, and we talk to Papa government go hear voices, because we want to advocate for the less fortunate, we want to advocate for them picking them, and we want to advocate for every face where we feel say injustice they take place, because this now democracy and this now the 21st century. And we tell God thank you for that, because not like before, where you if you want to talk to a person, you get for pay so much money. Now before you sleep, wake, so you go put on a WhatsApp, we go live, lepo, then now you show so people are listening. And at the end of the day, change go take place. So we're very, very positive that as we come together for concern, but waiting they happen on Mama Salon, with voices and go be heard, as we back them up with prayer, that we want the within our authority, the heart can go be touched, and that a paradigm shift for the better will take place for Mama Salon. Thank you so very much for listening.
Amen.
Thank you very much. So a paradigm shift. Somebody want to contribute, yeah?
Yes, yes.
Yes, sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I know say yes. The treatment when they give the woman then, not right. And if you think about it, every day we wake up, we sleep. We know say waiting we they do, not the right cause. But me want ask Marabio in WEF, make you think and know say it's definitely a woman. They get picking. And if they sleep, if they wake, if they think out and they treat them people, yeah, if you find. Because whatever you do, it'll come back to you. And we will try for reach out to then people and in a salon, be it mandate, nimba, anything. The way where you able for voice your voice and able for talk. Join we, make we move forward, make we fight, and make the give voice. Because woman them now they take lead now inside the 24th century. And we get for fight for do that day. We're not able to say, okay, we will do all we to get for do. We give them all the support. We fight for them. But then self need for car on board. Then self need for do something. And that way we go able for do what we self can do. But whatever treatment then they go do, it is not right. Then get for think about it. Say, you get mama, you get sister, you get auntie, you get cousin. If they treat one of them like that, if you go happy, if you go sleep well, and we not go stop, we not go be weak, we go move forward. We have to get the international community, we could get there. Because we want to voice Yeri, we want to make people like Yeri outside, not even in a salon, but the whole world. Yes, things they happen in a salon, then they cover them, they know they make outside world, they know, but we will pull them out and make sure say something needs to be done in Sierra Leone. Thank you.
Thank you very much. What a strong and impassioned plea. I mean, a very strong, very succinctly put. And earlier on, another speaker talked, about a paradigm shift. So these are a group of women who are very, very hopeful. We're all concerned about from which they hear, how they talk. It's just their hearts bleeding for our country. No, not personal, no malice, nothing of the kind. Just the greater good for the country and the countrymen. I think Sister Maria to be one of much for this business.
Yes,
correct.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, come on, please.
Yeah, okay. Thank you so much, Mr. Prince, for all sweet tonight.
You're welcome.
Waiting really me be one more test waiting me company woman and on talk.
Yeah.
Now the time this way would they sensitize people in because Sierra Leone the platform we offend we right now, Mr. Prince. They not get the opportunity for talk boldly like how they talk so right now. So I believe stay within kind interview how they get na the diaspora. I believe say we will share them out. People are going to really know what we stand for as women na the diaspora. What really prompts we now because of the things the way they go on right now in Sierra Leone about women then. Take example for the case of Satalamin sometime in 2018 where this present government take power. Look the kind of sexual harassment where that woman they go through. Up till now, nothing they do about them. We have the bleed for that woman there. You go to other women them again. Take the example of Mrs. Conte, Paulo in West. Look what he go through. There was nothing against her. They arrest him. They lock him up cell for days. Recently, they say they want for release him. You know, it's all anything and they really look like Sylvia issue. Not till today they able to release him. All anything in the advantage of way woman and they go through. So for now, I will stop so far. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you very much, sister. I think you made quite.
Can I say something?
Yeah, sure. I mean, anybody, if you want, that's the purpose of the program. That if you want to talk something, just make a known and we'll bring you. Come on. Yeah, please go ahead.
All right. I want to say something.
Sure.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Prince. Once more, as I said, Mina Alice Mara from Minnesota.
Yep.
You know, some of we then different social medias.
Yep.
We write, but we came to realize most of what they write, some man don't get time for read.
Yep.
Watch me mostly I make Alexa audio, then they listen to audio faster.
Very true.
Than way we write.
Yep.
And some of the people down there, especially Salo women, there, most of them let's say they're not sabi read and write. But what we say audio, they're going to say yes, people and the way they think about them, where they consider them as human beings too. And that make we decide to come up with this group so that we voice will go loud and clear.
Yeah.
So the government or whosoever were then in control for listening to say, I mean, the whole world and they say women are vulnerable, but I think say even the whole world now they try to minimize the vulnerability of women. So you not go just take women, they take advantage, especially like where in the case of Sylvia Blood in them. I believe say, well, if we not claim the credit, but after we talk that first interview or so,
yeah,
we see then take them to court and charge them. Don't say someone they commit crime, okay? But charge them for the crime, let the public know this is what they did. And then we understand. But you know, there's somebody, you don't know what you do, you know they charge them, you put them on a prison, where we get certain laws in the country after 3 days or so. If you never charge the person, you get for let and go. You know, we still keep them. You know, we woman then a market, the woman then a market, then they go some side and go take advantage over them, whether partism or whatever way they want it, which is not called for. These are poor people the way they sit down during the time, even the lockdown. Then the middle woman they go find water for put self now, there was not get water, then beat them, pull and gallon then at the hand. You know, so all that thing and they will see and say, you know, it's high time. Some of you will not get money for give them or now. But maybe our little contribution will make an impact and will make a difference to the whole world.
Absolutely. Okay. The family, I tell you now, the woman they were assembled now today, so, and this not only all, not to be they make the judgment, of course, now the public, now they make the judgment. There's no one waiting to come in at the monitor. Yeah.
I want to say something.
Yeah, sure. I want to feel free at any point during the program. If you want to say something, please make it known. If I know one, I will move on because of time. But I entertain everything. Please do.
May I just plead, as all the previous speakers then don't they say about care for women and children, because I mean, this is not the 21st century, as we all know. Women, we say self-entitled to so many powers when they man then get na salon, whereby God in power down the road, we self get for Tinapo, so say women we do count in society. And as mothers as we are, and children, we just plead to the government, let this stop, let this come to an end, let this be the end of this torture and unnecessary arrest and detaining of people, because when you detain somebody, there's a due process. In 3 days' time, if you not get any crime against them or you not build your evidence for charge them for nothing, they're not supposed to suffer again. They're supposed to be released. But being that we all know, I don't know if we get constitution, but we should have a constitution that says that due process has to be followed. If you arrest somebody because you
somebody need to mute the mic, please. Mute your mic. Yeah, go on.
If you arrest somebody, say and don't commit the crime, be ready in 3 days for try for proof a point or for charge them for the crime they then commit, but for detain them and then subject them to torture and start putting them with mail and prisoner, we don't know that. I don't know facts for that, but I think that's not done. Not done in any arcade wall. A woman prison should be for women. Men prison cells should be for men. But don't torture people that you give them SCAD or give them some kind of effect after even you don't release them when they think about the saga still, and they get nightmare. So me just the plead to the government, let them find another better way of treating suspected cases, because nobody is accused until proven guilty. But down the road, when they arrest, they do arrest, let them please do follow due processes so peace will reign in Salon, because we all know peace and stability we want in Salon.
Wow. You can't say it any better than that. And let's take this talk to Sister Frank. Yeah, Abibatu, you want to say something quickly? 30 seconds, please.
Madam Fadima say,
yeah.
I get a daughter when I'm a medical doctor, and so yesterday, a born Pekin, so I think he left the Pekin here loose. So somebody, they say, why they make this Pekin plant? So they say, oh, my Pekin, she's feminist. So I really did not understand what that word meant. So they asked, I said, what do you mean? I said, well, woman waiting up for woman. Now then they mean that regardless of the fact it's a woman, we get advantages them, and we can do so many things them for bring contribution to the society. So like where they rightly say, we have the look say in the future and generations them the way they come, then for suppose for respect woman, they what we have stand for. Because there's even a saying that when you educate a woman, you don't educate a whole community. Because we bring plenty things at the table. You see? So now we try hard for the voices be heard, and we believe by the grace of God say, as we serve the advocate, then we'll listen to we, and we go get positive results and things that we serve the table. We're very, very good. Thank you so very much.
Yeah, thank you very much for the points today. Well taken. And Fambula, like I say, tonight, the 29th of May 2020, this is the then and now, and we host a very powerful program comprising of just women. And when I know say this is not an advocacy group, and you know, any side woman day, better day. The woman then are the decision maker, then are the background. And once they come together and say, this is what we want done, trust me, that will be done. So we get for admire this group, and we get for giving and support. Also, they ask in the chat room, I see very exciting comments there. I want to keep them up. But do you want to allow shape the video, please? Allow shape the video. This is now one way for show solidarity with the woman the way they are. Okay, let's move on. I want to bring Sister Franca come back in, but I'll highlight certain points quickly. Because all of what you want to talk so is related to human rights. It's related to child or women advocacy, which is a very essential component of nation building. And some of the complaints here today is rightfully in place. It's not made up. Nothing we all don't see with we eye. And all you ladies are doing is expressing concerns that hopefully these things can be addressed. No hard feelings, just address these issues. Like the last speaker talked about, legal jurisprudence talks about innocent until proven guilty. It's not the other way around. Once it's done the other way around, then it becomes injustice. Justice delayed is justice denied. And in that absence, you go see, you know, protests will prevail, all the things then they. So we go back to other people and we, like I say, I want to pose this question back again to USA we start from, which is the issue of human rights. The issue of human rights, not to play, especially in the country that USA we find we serve. This is why we feel so strongly about them. If we enjoy Anaya, we people equally get for enjoy them back home. And this is what these ladies are advocating for. So somebody mentioned Dr. Sylvia Blinden, arbitrarily arrested, kept for a number of weeks, and in human rights played on. And many other people, you know, yeah, somebody mentioned Sister Sata Lamine, somebody mentioned Mrs. Conte, Paolo Conte's wife. All of these things, you know, yeah, have to be addressed. But in the absence of human rights where you play on, there is a problem. Sister Franca, how do we make sure say we send a very powerful message from this platform, Usawide, all the other platforms they will not attend, all the other platforms they will not get for attend to in the future, for make sure say that you hear this message now free to loud and clear that you women, you ladies are not going to sit by idly and allow such things for to happen. Your voices will be heard. I want to intend for do this, please.
Well, Mr. Prince, first and foremost, for us to take a stand like this as women, make we come before your own show. We know what to do that before. A lot of us go about for business. You know, we are taking care of our families. We have other things that's going on. But we feel say it's very important for the international community for hear what's going on. Things back home should not be hidden, should not be discussed just among ourselves, and nothing can be done with the phone they ring back to back from other women there. But you know,
you can attend to them when I switch there because probably they won't come in the fan way for coming.
It's okay. It's okay. Call them. I will call them later. But you know, we feel say the disadvantage is the way they go in our salon, the discriminations there, the tribalism, the way they see more and more. How can you, you know, in this day and age, continue to persecute someone, you know, because of the tribal group, you know, or because of their political opinion? We are hoping that this will not continue, or we go back to times where, you know, we had a 10-year civil war. We want things to be better for our nation. So with the hopes of the international community, go yeri we cry, for yeri we plead, for yeri we demand, say people are treated with respect, dignity, justice is prevailed in Sierra Leone, that people will not be taken advantage of. In so many instances, the way they get problem in our nation, the woman that they first they suffer, the disabled, and we're seeing it has started happening again. That means there's more to come. So before it gets there, we would like to let everyone know that, you know, we are watching, we're keeping an eye out, and we'll do whatever it takes, because these are people. We are from there. We may not live there right now, but this is our home. This is the place we call home. And because of that reason, it is our responsibility to reach to the highest level that we can go, the highest courts that we can go, and the minimum that we can do just to make sure that our people are kept safe. You know, the constitutional rights are being violated, human rights. There's rights to freedom. People have rights to practice, you know, whatever, join whatever political groups they want to be in. But suddenly, people are afraid. They're afraid of their political affiliation because of mean. And we want things like this.
Somebody need to mute the microphone, please. If you watch the program simultaneously, you need to turn it down to 0. Or you watch the TV, you need to turn it down, please.
Sister, then there's feedback when you have your phone and then the show they play. You know, you cannot do both at the same time. If we can mute, that would be really, really good. Somebody in phone they on. But anyway, like how they talk, you know, this is a very important time for we in Sierra Leone. You know, we get a beautiful country with a lot of resources. We get educated people. Sierra Leone was once known as the Athens of Africa. We are the most tolerant in terms of religion, in terms of tribal groups. We they marry each other. We they, you know, celebrate with each other. We just want to see that continue, that maintained. At this point, for me, it's not pointing fingers. It is just letting Papa government know. It is letting the officials, the people there back home know that we are seeing things unfold and we don't like what we see so far. Better can be done. So please, please, you know, we just ask you for please take control of the system there. If someone is arrested, give them their due diligence. There are so much protocols, so much procedures put in place. Laws, we have laws for a reason. Let us abide by them. Let us keep by them. Let us maintain a united, peace, loving country that we know. You know, so basically, I know say my sister didn't get a lot for say. I don't want to take up too much of their time, but you know, we just notice say, by us speaking up, we have a voice that can possibly make some changes back home in Sierra Leone. Nowadays, in this day and age, you don't pick up arms. You don't pick up, you know, fights with your arms anymore, or guns, or whatever it is. You use a system that is built in place. You use social media. You use the court system. And so while our other brothers and sisters are fighting in the court system, we're here raising our voices. We are lifting up our voices, standing in solidarity for our people back home, letting them know that you're not alone. We are in this together. Okay. You are not alone in Sierra Leone. We are watching, we're with you, supporting you, and we want to make sure that we are all kept safe. If I go back to Sierra Leone tomorrow, I want to know that not because of what I've said on social media, that I will be locked up indefinitely or be persecuted because of my opinions. I want to know that when I go back home, I will be safe and free to roam around like we do in the Western world. Freedom of speech should not be taken for granted. I'll stop here for now. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. Very passionately put, and you can feel the emotion inside. So this is not something, you know, you're definitely, which is kind of close to your heart, and I believe to the rest of the ladies on this platform here tonight. Let us go to Sister Baby Haj, Mrs. Cheng. And, you know, sometimes we can talk about all of these things, you know, on a personal level. And even though we can blame Papa government, sometimes the government cannot do it all. Government also needs its citizens, you know, here for kind of a help. So one of the issues where I want to let you touch on is the one about child advocacy. You know, there are many children who have been abused. But for understand the problem means say you get trained personnel, you get legislation, you get guidelines for train people, and etc. I don't think say all of these, you know, guidelines or things that they're supposed to do, then they in place now the country. I mean, we are far short of them.
They're up there. No. They're up here. Yeah, he just got. Because he just came yesterday. Yeah.
Okay, now we need for me to na phone space with the not allowed. What do you think say this particular group, the women, concerned women of the diaspora, made up of very powerful and strong women like you, can do na freedom for help for change that dynamically? Somebody used one powerful word earlier on, it still resonate na me head. We talk about a paradigm shift. A paradigm shift. Take the thing from Usa Ide to another level, but to a good level. So in terms of the child advocacy, these are the kind of things that you need. How this group will try for influence things, or una already they influence things. Are you in touch down there with people them? Are you calling the government? Are you calling the minister? Are you calling the director? Or have you got plans here that you intend for shift go down there?
Can I say something?
Yeah, sure.
When it comes to the child advocacy, yeah. There is a group called Female Women of Sierra Leone. There was a girl that I contacted somebody about that Sister Madam Franca talked to me about. So we want to help because we saw a lot of kids that's been abused. Yep. That we want to continue to assist them. So I'm still waiting for them to contact me back, okay. So we can, so we can assist these girls. And there was another girl that was pregnant, a little girl, that I spoke with the parents this is all about the child advocacy. She was given at 13 years of age to be married because of their because of poverty. That was one thing. So these are all things we fighting about.
Okay, many thanks for that interjection there. I'll still go to you, Baby Haj. You want to work Mott Fernandez small when I get something?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Mr. Prince.
No
well, at the beginning with you, you are living testimony.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, from when we lost elections, the violence, like especially against children, it's been just too much. When they killed that boy, you know, when I joined your group in England through you, for logo reach out. But this sometimes these things are not enough.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. I launched that campaign and we did something to help that family. That is, but for me, I sit down quietly. I say, you know what? Every time something happens, I get on the phone. I want to send in my help, either financially and give condolence to that family. How do we stop this? When I sit down, I watched the massacre, na Pandeba Road. That was just the icing to the cake. I had to step up. And thank God for his little sister Naya, Madam Franca, he said, let us stop talking to each other. That word stayed in my mind for like days. They ring at me, they say, we are talking to each other. I said, where do we start? We gotta do something. We gotta do something. Our goal is to reach the president. Our goal is to reach our government for say, enough is enough. Now Peking, I make the future. Those people, then they wouldn't kill in a prison. They have a future ahead of them. You can rehab prisoners and make a good use of them in society.
Yeah.
And not to animals. We will not just they go and open gun and kill them one green day. Look at this young boy where they're in med school just because in affiliation with Dr. Sylvia Blyden. Now go jail and force for try for killing spirits in future. You know, it's just on and on and on and on. So this is why this group, we the concerned women in the diaspora, we will not relent until this government stop the violence against women and children.
Yeah.
And this government realize, say, him was a child before or her. There are children behind us that they are the future of tomorrow. They are our future. We now go with the go. If we get a leader will get sorry at. I don't like to reference government. I don't. But the past government, I have yet to be proven wrong. We know here massacre, we know here murder, we know here killing, mass killing. Every day they kill boys. Look at these boys. Look at even this boy where they call himself that.
So I can feel, Sister Jane. I can feel the passion, the run high. Let me go to. I'll come back to you. Let me go to Sister Muriel quickly. Then I will come to Sister, with the glasses. Sister Muriel, are there plans like putting structures into place? Because Sister Jane made a good case where he talk about every time something that happen, it's like say now one-off. And it's not supposed to be that way. It needs to be something sustainable, like an institution, like a foundation, to which, una can respond to, or una can sell out to other people and for buy into it. Some kind of institution, sustainable one, not the way something happened like a dip in the frying pan one-off. Is there any plans in the making for such?
Yes, definitely. Okay, go ahead.
Well, me on plan, what me be think of? I dey try for see for each other people them. Me on plan, if God help with all the sisters, and when we get institution for help them girls them and then boys them, especially the one that we did the streets, that night when they go spend money, the young one them when they get job, place institution where they go learn anything, carpeting, farming, anything when they get for land, when they come out, even if they not get job, they will able to do something. Get them with a little money, when they go able to say, okay, yes, I get something, when I go able to open a business. These people then are young, talented people then. You know, like when somebody mentioned about the killing at Pademba Road, those people, we don't know their future because in future they will fall. If they do something, because some of them are not being convicted. And when I kill people, they won't know say yes, these people are brothers, sisters, auntie, uncle. But una not give the family a closure. Una bury the people unbeknown to their family members. This is heart-rending. This is hurting. And we need to stop that. We need to stop. And we need to fight this and stop. The government not going to listen to me, but we need to fight and get to international community. And we will try to get an institution, and we will try to picking them together. And the one that where they illiterate, we will get to make sure say we help them, make them learn for read and write. That way they themselves will stand up and fight for their rights.
Thank you very much. And this now you intend for bring come to una group, you know, yeah, for let una, you know, yeah, make them like in the collective, because it sounds like a plausible idea. I can feel the passion as well. You get a bit emotional and you look like you're getting teary. And this is what I'm trying to explain to you, the audience, family. We need to understand this. This is a very moving subject for them woman there. Remember say the woman there are born with, you know, yeah. I mean, if not biologically, they're picking a day way probably became victim of this crime, where happened. I mean, somehow they feel emotionally connected, attached. And this is the thing. And imagine what we need for know is the name of the place is a correctional. This is the irony. A correctional institution. That's what Pademba Road is, you know. So I think this is what the women are advocating here today, that there should be some sense of justice. Then they bash at a government. They appeal to a government for reasons prevail, so that we will be united as a nation, as how we used to be before, like somebody say, because we are the most tolerant. We used to be the Athens for education. Other countries they envy. Other citizens then from around the world came to study at our institutions. I remember that Lily bit myself. I don't begin grow Lily gray hair, so I did remember a little bit of that. Sister Alice, okay, you phone mute. So, but I try for come to the conclusion of this meeting here, where we don't get today, which is a very,
I want
very
to add
good.
small panels, please.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. Because I want to move to the last subject because we need for wrap up. So yeah, please come on with what you want to say.
Yeah, Mr. Prince, you know, we people then get one parable and they say, you know, the plants where the interpretation is, you know, the plants here and tap loss.
Say on Pamende Baleo, you know they talk because somebody will not teach you the Creole version.
Okay, then he said Gavi Mahu.
Okay.
Gavi means loss. You know, they will plants here and tap loss. That here no go bread, it no go stay. Yeah. What are they trying for talk here? You know, you ask about if we get any as a group like this, if we get plan, you know, in terms of child to go to salon.
I'll call you after the program.
I work with you. If allow me for criticize you. You forget, if for able allow me, we say you go wrong and something I will criticize you. But this is not the government who get a salon. You know, where I see that on the magistrate, the bailway is set for Dr. Blinding. It was outrageous. And I'm not saying maybe deep down now man, you know, be one set that bill, but now what's in the government they tell. Where you see them go lock that body indefinitely. That young man, maybe there not be one locker up. The magistrates will lock out, not be one doing. Now what's in government tell. Where you see them go lock, then go take Palo away and keep her. You understand? Now what's in the government tell? Priscilla Schwartz, now mama. Look all what they do. Now salon. Now waiting. So the government where you go, people like us, older than the West, we are very outspoken. We not mix Ben, especially we women in there. We not mix. So for this government, not to the right government for no work, but I believe say this group, they go able to put something together for go advocate for children. But for now, not to the government this.
Absolutely. And just before I come to the last subject matter.
I want to say one thing to Madam Sue.
Yeah, sure.
One thing when we believe probably is because I'm Christian inclined. Sierra Leone are all my own.
Yeah.
Regardless of whatever the circumstances, now we own. Whatever we were able for do, Papa God, they don't see we act, they don't see what in them we stand for, they don't see how we act, then they bleed for we picking them and the population of Sierra Leone. Whatever way God don't go allow we for do, regardless of any government, we go do them. Because Salon, now we all own. Anytime we go reach Nana Sierra Leone, we say we are intertwined. We get with brother, then we get with sister, then we all now one.
Okay,
so,
okay.
And that's not the main essence.
Yes, Mr. Prince, can I for just 1 minute?
Yeah. Hang on. Let me stop for speak over each other. Go on, please.
Yes,
I'll come back to you. No worry.
Regardless of whatever will it take place, we go walk and we go do what God call we for do. Because alone, now we all get time. We love that nation. I think so now the main essence for what we see we form this concern women in the diaspora for Sierra Leone. Because we know say we get capacity and whatever God able allow we for do, we go do them by the grace of God. Thank you so very much.
Thank you so much. You know what, we practice democracy now, and even as a group, we come together under one objective, for the fear of God. Somebody disagree with you, and I'm kind of interested on which basis you disagree with Sister Abibatu.
Yes, I disagree with her.
Yeah, sure, you have a right to. Yeah.
Like when you allow it for kind of your program, you understand? If you not be allowed, we not come. And you allow me for let we voice your opinion also.
Sure.
I mean, any country governed by a government charge. If the government's not allow me for go and work the way I go on for doing work, it not go work. It no matter about Christianity or not. If that the comment where they talk now, if you allow me now, for now, I go do something like else. If you get for allow me fully, if you not allow me fully, but so far what I they try for talk, the government they interfere about the functionality of certain if a Boko agencies in the salon.
Yeah, absolutely. So generally, that general independence, it's not been enjoyed. So like the three arms of government supposed to work independently, whilst then they complement each other. But you're saying that it's not working.
Yeah,
what's
he made?
We need to move on. We need to move on because of time.
Please, can I say something, please?
Somebody
can I say something 1 second?
Let people then forgive the police name.
Okay, let me hear somebody we hardly. I think she spoke only once. I think she's got a view there that she wants to make known.
Mr. Prince, what I'm saying here, we forgive peace a chance and try and fail is no disgrace. We can try back and say, because like way Auntie Abi the talk, that we all get salon, that land where we love, we can try. We na mama there. That we picking them, the one that went and they in a jail, that we picking there. Regardless of what, whether we in a small picking there or big mama, when we picking there. We try, even the president said, when a man that we picking. We say, if you don't take him, we say, God say, the king's heart in his hand. So we try, we talk to them, we plead, say, we can't walk. Even if you make hypocrites say, we go. Now we all get saloon, not one man gets her.
Well said, Sister. Hello, Sister Franca, waiting one himself. Let's say about more span this talks more.
Well, maybe I'll add, we definitely want the best for Sierra Leone. And like Madam Sue say, where would they begin to see say that they interfere with the media for crying out loud, censoring the media. And there's just so much that has been going on lately in terms of taking justice in their own hands. When Dabobo, where they mean Ketchabobo na that woman that constituency. Please.
Yeah, constituency 110 Josephine Jackson, the little boy called Junior or something. Yeah.
Junior. Then beat and say they almost kill him. If you catch a way to make we can't go to a police station, let the justice system take its course.
The police were there.
Yeah, exactly. And they all took part in it. Instead of bringing him to the jail or to the courthouse or something like that. But you know what would they say is that we know say the government they try in best. We say the country there's a lot of things going on and you know we will control everything. And we believe say inside we heart that there's room for change. We believe inside we heart that there can be better, and that is why we're speaking up right now. We are speaking up because we know say there's hope for change because this is not the best that we can do.
Amen.
So the injustices that we don't see, the discrimination, then the arrest, arbitrary arrest, imprisonment without justification, the amount of people in you know different places then where then they go attack today. Anyway, I understand my sister them. I understand we all with frustration and you know say wanna especially in from the Mende tribe, in from this in family, all not from this government, but the frustration she's seeing is from a woman's perspective, from a mother's perspective, from a citizen, a concerned, caring perspective, who expects the best from a parent. Yeah. It's now we parents. The government, now we papa, you know, the president, Fatima, our mama.
Yeah.
And so if they see things are not going right, their job is to hold those accountable. If you are not doing the right thing, like how then go slap a disabled man. Yeah. Like how, you know, these are injustices that are just going on that are unnecessary. Unnecessary. Let them be held accountable. You can go as a government, I'm ruling my household and one of my children is doing something wrong. It's my responsibility to say, no, don't. But if I don't stop that child from what they're doing wrong, then the blame falls on me.
Okay.
As a parent.
True.
So what we're asking is that, you know, it may not completely be the president's or the government's fault, but just because you are our leader, we want you to be you're held accountable. Please watch what's going on. Please ensure that our people are kept safe, that justice is served, that the country can be the country we know it is to be. That we do not go back to a civil war, we do not go back to something really, really bad for us.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well said. We just get two entrants then quickly, and it will be unfair for them. We know hearing from them, so I can just bring them on quickly. At least themselves for much small pan this talk here.
Maria to Kamara.
Yeah, Sister Mayatu, you knew? No.
She has something to say. Madam Mayatu wants to say something a long time.
Oh, you want to say something a long time? Okay, I'll come to Sister Mayatu. What if you go put you want to talk about COVID-19 where you go put a mask?
No, I didn't work in place.
Oh yeah, I forget say you didn't work in place. Okay, Sister Maya to go on now. I
just wear a mask.
Oh, okay. What you maybe want to say really, Prince, now in connection with the child advocacy.
Yep.
And this supports Madam Sweet waiting a brain camp. We not get the platform asylum. Yep. In the sense that, not to say child advocacy not the salon, but like they say, the government not give them chance for making them come on for talk. We get the group in a 50-50, where like me they expect in a woman group, where for talk for woman in a salon. But I believe they do not get the platform for talk so much about women then. So now that make we the concerned Sierra Leoneans the wedding at their diaspora, we take upon we say or reach out to them. I believe say we next step now for we link with 50-50 group na salon for make themselves try for come on board with we for make we fix this fit because then they are the floor, they are the ground now. Because then a woman group who believe say them go able or join we for make we fit for woman in a salon. So now that no mommy.
Yeah, Sister Mayatu, thank you for that. But I think you know, not to subject matter we're very clued on, but I think one of the things that we need to understand about, this childcare business, and I believe say be there under the Ministry of Gender Affairs or whatever, but they may not separate them. And I asked Sister Muriel earlier on and somebody else, one of the women name, I think maybe Hajj. There needs to be an institution, where they're in place. It's not a one-off thing. It's a repetitive thing. It's in a society. Children are being abused day and night, from all kind of levels. So if you don't get that institution there, if you don't get that guideline there, how for train people, how for handle them picking a day, how for interfere, how for interrogate, forensic interrogation, for get that evidence, work with the social worker then, and twin with the police. It is a whole, sort of wide area, not to business. But I believe, say, if we are determined that something we really can do, there's no doubt about that. Okay, like I say, another sister just enter now, so let we hear it from her. You keep the cam on and off. You not comfortable? The sister, yeah, the sister will just come. No, one sister just come on. It don't come on. It show itself. They don't disappear back. You use iPhone. You just join the platform just now.
It joined to the end.
Well.
Okay, she can't hear me yet. Okay, let's be. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. No, I said let's move on because
let me move on. Absolutely, yeah. We come
like area with course.
Yeah, when they come to the end, not the very end now when they come to, so and the very end imply, and just before I go to that end day, because most of what we touch on has to do with advocacy and human rights. And even this for me wrap up a position after all this done, but I will give her now because I will get for listening to una while to try for wrap up. So let me just say this. The reason why I believe say una powerful and get for be more powerful is because I can see the determination of steel. I can see a commitment inside una. Every time una talk, na body language me they watch. This is sort of close to una heart. The issue again why I make I believe this is because this is an issue of human rights. You see, a government can abuse the human rights of its people, but they are not alone. Wait I want for Leona know. Back in 1945 or 1948, the United Nations signed the International Human Rights Charter. And Sierra Leone is a signatory to that body there, and therefore get an obligation for respect waiting the United Nations say. That means you get for give you people them the freedom for pick, the freedom for choose, for express themselves. And not mean say they don't get obligation, I mean a social contract. The people there for respect themselves, the government for respecting self. That's how it works. But not a one-way thing, like when the people are happy, the government vex. No, it doesn't work that way. But what they try for say, the international community always there when then things then they are being abused. And who knows, maybe now we could see some changes then because people like who have been the advocate, maybe the diplomats there, the United Nations here, then big gates then so gradually we see change. So I will say una keep them up. I want to move to the issue of something where also the border with country, when are the COVID-19, for the short form for coronavirus. And this is the way they work we get a mask on. I go and start with this coronavirus talk here. Yeah, because it seems to be the right person at the right place in the right time. I shall say the really story the way they come back. And with people, they are a bit cynical when it comes to this COVID-19. Some people not believe them, some people believe them. What will be your advice from USAID to you people and partners alone regarding COVID-19?
Well, the only advice is let them follow the advice from the World Health Organization, the hand washing, anything we will help you not follow. For you not catch the disease. Of course, the disease is real. It is. I know we're 100% confirm if it is alone, but yet whether it did it or not did it, you for prevent yourself from catching the disease. Because these old in especially me, I don't work with them. It's terrible.
I just joined when I not be there. I just come.
Oh, okay.
You understand? I don't work with among 28 patients I have been get now about 16 left. I see how it enter society. I see how it devastates people. Then. Okay. It's terrible. So what's your advice? Let them
what?
Can she
Okay.
Call your phone, please.
Okay. I mean, can we have one house, please? Yeah. Okay, sister. We don't hear that. Thank you very much. I want to move to this woman. I understand that your name Alice. Is that correct? Is that Alice?
Yeah.
Yeah, hi there.
Yeah.
Now for introduce yourself quick because you just the country yourself.
I just can't inside now they talk or
now the one we just can't inside.
Now Memuna to Sanko.
Memuna to Sanko.
Oh,
if you hear, yes, now you. If you hear, now yeah, I do well media. Now for introduce yourself to the people, let them know say Memuna to Sanko don't enter.
Oh, okay. This time Memuna to Sanko. I just don't enter.
I was talking
about Memuna to no problem at all.
How are you doing?
Sanko, okay, welcome to the program. Now rap now they rap also, so I just ask because you get idea what you will talk about. Can we have? I say hello.
Yes, please. Well, I get some idea. Mr. Forget something I want to speak about.
Oh my God.
Okay, if you can make them quick because yes, you go fair follow you. If you not make long, yes, please go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
About what in they go on at the country. First of all, the tribalism is so evident. Even Christmas self no say tribalism in another country. And for a person like me, I talk in the middle between Mende and Timini. My mama na Mende, my papa na Timini. And it don't happen to me. It's just like where the Black American and he say Naya or the mixed race and he said they don't know where they belong. And it's like I don't know where I belong. Because if you go to the Mende people, then think say me na Timini. The Timini people then feel say me na Mende. So I'm like in the middle. Like most times, if Mende people that they get something like who started in Minnesota, they don't even call me because they don't think I belong to them. It's most of the real Timini people that say whether they get business now, so they don't even remember me because they don't know say I belong to them. It's like the big tribalism, they don't affect we from Sierra Leone, they don't follow we anywhere we go. So it's so sad. And then the other thing I want to talk about now, the police in Sierra Leone, the way where the police they don't turn out is so shameful. It's a shame that Sierra Leone police don't end up for be like a joke. They don't left this government for control them. There's no justice for the poor people. Me daddy worked for Sierra Leone police for 37 years. And they don't die today. But I think say, be ever think say the Sierra Leone police will be fight so much for during the days where police now be the struggle. And be feel say them will build a better police for the people that will go come after them. But it can't be said the one that will come after them, especially this government, then just can't mess up the whole thing. No, there's no respect not again for the police in Sierra Leone. It's so shameful and it's so sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so sad.
Yeah.
It's so sad.
Okay. You can't late, but you make up for the time where you miss. Well done and well said. Powerfully
Thank
put.
You.
Yeah. Sister Franca, just a quick one whilst we can wrap up this show on the basis of COVID-19. I know something we're close to Una the woman and heart. Now the returnees them from Kuwait quite recently. I know Una take issues with the way they were being treated and etc. But I will let Una of Mot Panandi. How Una see that play out? Uma they will come out. They send them back home. We not try for understand the conditions they understand. Instead, the way how they treat them, how they perform on them. It broke some of Una hearts. Waiting on our take on that entire process, the way happened to them, woman, the way they return from Kuwait, COVID-19, and whatever happened.
Well, Mr. Prince.
Yes, madam.
Hello.
Prince, thank you for posing that question. So, they watch waiting they go on a salon, where they see the people there with the woman they would then bring come from Kuwait, salon right now. And where they test them, they'll be testing before, they say they're not negative, but they don't come back now, they say they are positive. But we're not here to say if those tests are right or wrong, if COVID-19 exists in a salon or not. No, because, it's possible, it's very likely that we're passing then in one country, or today you're negative, tomorrow you're positive. Anything is possible. But what we're trying to advocate for in this sense is that if these people, some of them are negative, please let them go after their 14-day quarantine. Also, when they say they're treated fairly, because when they come to salon, the way how they say they are being treated, that the government, they, are asking some question there in terms of what if you belong at the tech corner, if you're politically affiliated with APC, with this, that has nothing to do with that. That has nothing. That is they're being criminalized, they're being punished because of their political affiliations, because of membership in a particular group, social group, because of maybe their tribal group and so on. So all that day with the say they should not be penalized, they should not be criminalized because of those reasons. These are human beings. These are Sierra Leonean citizens, first and foremost. They have come back home. And the proper procedure for everybody is to quarantine people if you're coming from outside world, just to make sure that everybody else, the rest of the citizens, are kept safe. We understand that, but not more than the 14-day period if they've been tested and they're clear. But respect their rights, treat them humanely. We're asking for them to be treated as human beings. And there's a lot that these women have been through. And we are hoping that they would use their voice to advocate for other people trying to go to these countries, what it means to go to a country like Kuwait, Lebanon, Libya, all these countries, what it means. We hope that these women will use their voice to advocate for other women in Sierra Leone, the do's and don'ts, so that they don't make the same mistakes. But we're very happy that they are back home safely today. Whoever was responsible for them to come back home, we're very grateful. We're happy that they are back home to their native country.
Yeah.
Yes. So the only thing is, we are hoping that the government will not use their membership in a particular social group, political group, to hold them up, at ransom.
Okay. We definitely said.
Free to enjoy, meet their families and be with their families again. Thank you.
Yeah. Somebody be aware of much for the same question as well. Who's that?
I want to say something.
We tell
I come to you, Memuna, to hold on right there. Yeah.
Like where Madam Franca say, we want to tell all the one that we join on to make the woman that they come out and create to make them calm. And at this time of COVID-19, we pray as that they go out to the nation and that they will follow protocols with regards to wearing masks, washing hands, and let them take the necessary precautions. Because we say within the diaspora, especially in America, we find out, say, we don't end up forget one of the highest numbers. As today, with COVID death in America, now 104,284 we don't die, out of 1,180,264 active cases. Them, whereas for Sierra Leone, even when this COVID-19 begin, we will get good news, start day quick. And you see, this God now good God, because they know say the kind facilities them and instruments them way America and the first world get, we cannot get that.
Okay, Sister
Abibatu. So far, we not get better cases. We want to tell God thank you, but be allowed to follow protocols and keep themselves safe there and make the woman the land. For gonna create, the woman gonna create, end up for going up how they end up.
Okay, no worries at all. Thank you very much. Sister Miriam, you want to work much on this small as well?
Yes. What Timigo says, them people ask, they don't go through a lot of trauma. I don't care what thing they do or how they pass or how they go. All I want for let them do, let them take them, let them treat them people in there with kind heart. And believe, say, them people are where they don't come home, they come home or can be with their family. I don't dispute the fact about COVID as alone, but yes, but we need for make sure, say, Salon are the only one them where travel, where they come up from Kuwait and come, now the only one them will be positive. Liberia, Guinea, and Ghana, when they testing people the negative. Why the only person them na Salon no more? International world, they watching us.
Yeah.
People stop.
Yeah. Thank you.
They need to stop. If then they sell, if then they do as money business, this is people's health. It need to be taken care of, not money business. We need to stop with Salon people them.
Okay.
And let me do the right thing for once.
Let we do the right thing. Thank you very much. Sister Gillian, You want Rob Mott for this small as well?
Yeah. Talk to Fadima.
Fadima, they come, no worry. Go they collect your thoughts, so they come.
This was the same thing I was gonna say, because why is it only Sierra Leone women are the ones that are tested positive? And another thing is we saw on the videos about their well-being, where the sanitary, the food, the places that you're laying down, the clean water. These people are talking about it, and like they showed us a video about the blood pressure machine not even working. They came there with dead batteries. So we just want to know what are they going to do for these women, because first of all, they're already traumatized coming from Kuwait, and it's you see people crying, you see them screaming. We just want to know what we all can do and what can they do out there to make these women feel rest assured that we Salona, we don't kind of country. Now that's what we for this.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Gillian. Sister Fadima.
Yeah. I they plead on behalf
Something wrong with the audio, Sister Fadima. Go they try for sort them out. Go to Sister Alice.
Hey, Miss F1 Toko. Hello, are they hearing me now?
Yes, it's better now.
You, Alice. Yeah.
So she goes over there. From 11
and they plead to the agency them. When they take them with sister, order them across the border.
Have somebody complain.
And they plead with them with God Almighty, and for God's sake, let them stop. Let them stop, because we end up with all these problems because of what we order them do to them.
I always
people then they sell their land and they sell everything then get for push them, picking them for go abroad. They're not no side and they lead them, because then they give them false hope. And then they tell them, say, paradise, then they take them, which is not true. Yeah. I am taking people out of freedom and putting them stop.
Okay. Okay, sister. Okay, sister. Okay, Sister Fadima. Sister Fadima, thank you very much. Thank you very much for that. Now go to Sister Alice. Sister Alice.
Yes, sir.
You are
I don't know. I don't know if not the can somebody
yes,
me, please?
Somebody actually get a waiting self on.
Yeah.
And that's not fair to the rest of us. I need to mute your audio.
In the issue of the create people that wake up.
Yeah.
First of all, we recommend, and I want to recommend both government create and the Sierra Leone government, whosoever put those forces together for them with people and come back home. Other side and still they cry for them and can not get the opportunity. So they all don't get the opportunity for camp. We have to thank God for their life. Yeah. And let God continue to protect them. But when they don't reach Nas alone for this COVID something for test them. And they advise everybody, as I say, the law for every side, all over the whole world. If you travel right now, you left America, any country you go, then they test you. If your machine show positive, then they quarantine for 14 days. Even when we came back now, after your job now inside America, you job. If the job not satisfied with your test, you wait now you host for 14 days before you report to work.
Okay, Sister Alice,
let them calm down. Yeah. Let them be patient. We they follow up. If they decide for retain them after 14 days, they will speak up again.
Okay, we'll speak up. We'll speak up so again, and the fight will continue so that they will be released. Thank you very much. Very powerful voices. If they're not done them 14 days yet, they advise for whosoever they feel in the area, let them calm down, let them be patient, let them follow the rule after the 14 days, because it's not good for we, it's not good for the people there, it's not good for them. Then loved one, they run for go see. If they get her, then go carry and go now they host them. Then they kill a loved one there instead of be happy to see them. Okay, we
So
wrap
now
up. Thank you very much. We wrap up now. Right. So I ask everybody for cut and short. I want to let everybody get one last word. You know, yes. But at least 30 seconds. That would be fine. Baby Haj, I want to let you up much for the COVID-19 talk, the woman away return. In other words, you encapsulate the entire talk. We don't talk this net because now the closing arguments now we get so now. We begin from the human rights issues. If we could just go slow, you know, but at 30 seconds to 1 minute now you get. Don't get too personal.
Okay. The COVID-19 is real. Yeah, that's all I've got to say. I work in it and I live in it. That's my daily life today. It's a war against healthcare. And I just want for commend the government or whoever responsible for bringing those ladies back home, but quarantine them for 14 days. I just want to talk to my brothers and sisters. They say that's the right thing to do for any country. And if they want the positive, let them pull them from the one they will not get a hit. Because now that's that mixture for go just to wait in one place, now it will cause problem. But otherwise, it's a good thing to do. I thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. Sister Fadima, okay, just don't go. So I'll go to Maria too.
Yes.
You let camera business steady. You see, don't come.
I just tell you thank you for what you able to host me.
Okay.
Evening, we really appreciate, and we hope this video will reach to everybody. Let them go no say and get people then the diaspora where they feel them pain wherever they are. Then they salon anywhere and they feel they feel that same pain there because we connected to them somehow. And Sierra Leone is our home, regardless of whatever we get now this country. The whole day we still go retire back home for go enjoy the natural resources they will get our home. So I just thank you and let God continue to elevate you and elevate your program. And we all appreciate all the one that will take the time for listening to what you get for say and for letting them join me for this fight. We will liberate Sierra Leone women and picking them.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Amen. Sister Mayatu.
Yes, thank you so much, Mr. Prince, for hosting we tonight or this evening. Your advice to me, Sierra Leoneans them back home. Let we left for go with the denial, say COVID-19 not exist. Because of the poor conditions that we will live in Africa, we really find it difficult to accept certain diseases that we can come. This we come in reality. So do you have beg me people in a salon? Una make you listen to Papa government and take the advice they wait in the give it. Because we they find out say even look the people that come out Kuwait, they not even practice social distance. You know, they not even wear masks. Me don't know if a mask not available, but gee, I mean at this time the only word where they appeal to. It is real and it exists. Una really get for take precaution with them. Like where Papa government they say wash una cover una mouth and una nose with mask. And the people that come out Kuwait, I want to tell Papa government and the Kuwait government, thank you for letting them bring with sisters them. The only thing, Gia, like where me other woman them concerned Sierra Leoneans them don't say. Why not Sierra Leoneans them, woman them, become positive? All the other countries that come out Kuwait, they're not positive. So why Sierra Leone, so dear Papa government, me I beg you, make sure these women they are so well. Thank you so much, Mr. Prince.
No worries at all. God bless you too, sister. Sister Memuna, are you there, Sanko? Hello, Memuna Sanko, are you okay? Your phone mute. Now you phone me to make noise. Hang on 1 minute, please. Yeah, I'll try for unmute your phone.
Hello?
Yes, hello, okay. I hear you loud and clear. You hear what you come sister and say, but I want to ask you another question to that because you short time where you spend where you talk about the police and tribal business. But then they will not just the complaint, but we also they talk about solution. So waiting you go like for see do differently in the country. Waiting you go advise if you may get chance today for speak to Mother Bio or in web directly or this talk where you can talk, you go able for your area. Waiting exactly you go tell them for waiting you go do differently.
But what I go say to the government and to the people of Sierra Leone, we for left this tribal business. If we not left this tribal business, Sierra Leone not go before. That the first thing and the way for abandon. Let we just identify with ourselves as Sierra Leoneans. Let's stop for identify with ourselves as northern and southern and eastern and Timini, Mandela, but let we just identify with ourselves as Sierra Leonean. I think that the first step that we will take. If we take that step and then moving forward, we will know what we will do. But this tribalism don't divide the country. And to be honest, this government will can make it easy at all. It just can't make it worse for the people them. Because we don't see so many things that don't happen this short time where they don't come. People that don't lose their job because of their tribe. People that don't lose so many things just because they belong to a certain tribe, which is not good for the people of Sierra Leone and for the goodness of the country. So as my own contribution today is, Lord, we try for work one, and police then when I do a job. Police not to politician. Police them for stay away from politics. Policeman not a politician. Policeman una do una job. Una forget about politics. This government go down, other government go come. Una go still there as police. Now we will depend on for save the country and the life of the innocent Sierra Leoneans.
Okay.
And that's all. And then one last thing, please. Let's just rub more and say. Then people where they come out Kuwait where they come, let them take care of them, because if they don't take care. I listen one video, then there's where the guy they tell the company and say, "Una not come salon, una come, una go suffer." And once let somebody afraid for going home, forget no fear for go outside you born. You for always be happy for go home. So that's all. And I thank all my sisters and I thank you for hosting.
Okay, thank you very much, Sister Memuna. Sister Gillian, one last word from you, if you will, please. One last word from you. Is there anything, because you also spoke strongly and you talk about like institutions and things that way for change out for work with other people and don't they? Waiting, if you're going to speak today directly to the First Lady or the President or to the government as a whole, waiting, maybe you will let them do differently.
Their health matters. That's the main thing. If I've been speaking with Fatima Bio today, I would ask her, because these are women just like her. They need sanitary products. They need everything. So if she could just come in and step in and help these women with what they need. Then they showed us videos, like I said, about where they're sleeping. It's not well kept. The water, everything. And they need to do good with the thermometers that they're checking their temperatures. And like somebody else said, they need to be separated from the positive and the negative people, because it seems as if all of them are in one place. So if all of them are in one place, that's a big, big issue coming up, that the rest of the 85 people, the rest of the whatever is left, the ones that are not positive are going to be positive with these other people. So we just begging, let them help us. These people need us. They need us.
Okay. Thank you very much, Sister Gillian. And Fambulem will almost come very, very close. These are the last minutes of this particular very, very informative program where we get over a dozen very powerful women, them well-spoken, articulating exactly what they want to do. And where women they say then they do something until we know it. So if we get for help them for work and this small, for push them go before, then I think say we need for do that. Wherever we see this woman, them they ask for help, for achieve their goal, we need for help them. We don't hear from them tonight. And I think say we get one last 2 or 3 more for hearing from way. Now they wrap up now with Depa. So now go to this sister, the sister with the spectacle before the big building.
Yeah, Fatima.
Yeah. Oh, Sister Fatima.
Yeah.
No, that name they we can take call that name then I make Sister Fatima. So anyway, you get the floor now, for do you wrapping argument, please.
Okay. One thing I want to plead with the whole government, say one, for make we flip the page over and turn a new page. for be good and free, be good and free the prisoners, the political prisoners there, and for the government, for do good with the people there, and no say this, no point a finger, say, okay, this party do this party do this. Just keep on doing what you're doing, keep on doing good, and not say, okay, this party do this. We do good with the people because these are we are brothers keeper. Keep on doing good what you're doing, and the next thing is the health system. Moku care about we serve, do the health system and do good for the country because we all want to go back because the land that we love, we get so many resources that we want to tap in, for build with country and for making good for we serve and the picking there, the school system, we get so much for do, for with the land that we love and bring so much things there, and vocational schools and everything.
Thank you very much.
So Papa government do we beg you, for make we flip the page and do good for we safe,
Yeah. Thank you very much, my dear sister, Sister Fatima. I hope I call her nicely so I don't get into trouble.
No.
Okay. I will go to Sister Franca, here for finally close the show. If I don't call anybody, you can make a note quickly. You can give 30 seconds. But I believe I spoke with everybody for a closing remark. I think I've done that. I try to be, very fair. So I will go now to Sister Franca, here for close this program.
So Sister Abiba to the Rami.
Sister Abiba to the Rami. Abiba, now you don't talk past all myself.
Okay. 1 minute.
Okay. Take 1 minute. The clock starts now.
Okay. One tell you thank you for host we. Yep. And one tell thank you for all we listening at them. Yep. Then we want for talk to Mama Fatima Bio, Yusuf na woman. We are behave like a one and try for see how you go unify the nation. Papa government, Mr. President, you not daddy for we all. Act like one, like when Fatima Sela will turn a new page and be a president for all Sierra Leoneans. Make you focus be on how you go improve, enhance the economy, so Sierra will be a better. We all for go back. We bless you and thank you.
Thank you very much. That was very quickly and succinctly put. And we'll go to the final lady for tonight. We will give you the closing remark. Sister Franca, the floor is all yours.
No, we're still there.
Mr. Prince, let me just go through your question one more time. You asked waiting from the current government to expect for see. We the hope say
I have so much.
Then watch this today. Yeah. One message I want them to take home is we are all, it is one Sierra Leone. We are all, under your ruling party. You have won the elections. We're under your government right now. So please treat us all the same. That's all we can ask for. That's the least we can ask for. What you not go do for your own sister or brother or somebody from your own tribe or somebody from your own party, not one to other person.
Yep.
That's the strongest message I can take home because we are listening in, we're watching from afar, and what we're seeing is that people are not treated equally.
Yep.
Salona one, and we get one government. So yeah, we ask the government for please treat us all with dignity, respect, and equally, not be biased, not considering our political affiliations, not considering our tribal groups, and so on. Moving on, Mr. Prince, I want to thank you personally for taking your time, your energy, your resources to host us here today. We, the concerned women, Sierra Leonean women from the diaspora, we put ourselves together not knowing what steps to take to move forward, but we just know that our voices need to be heard. We should not remain silent while things unfold in our nation. And one day, they ask, what have you done? We have not done anything. This is a start. We're advocating, we're writing, we're speaking up, we're writing, we're doing everything within our power from afar. And you have been a very instrumental personal tool or platform for us to do that, to send our message very widely to everyone, both from the international community and people from Sierra Leone. So we want to thank you for that. And ladies, each and every one of you that have come on board to fight this fight with me, with Baby Hajj, we're all from different political parties. We have SLPP in our group right now. We have APC, we have Mende, we have Timini, we have Fula. We have all types of people that have come together, not because, you know, we are politicians. We're here because we know the difference between right and wrong. We can see when things are not done the right way. And all we're asking for is please, please consider our cry, consider our plea. Listen to the people, Papa government. Listen to the people. We are your people. We are your children. And our cry and our plea right now is for all of us to be treated fairly. Thank you very much. God bless each and every one of you, ladies, to the viewers, for coming on, for supporting us, for giving us your feedback. We appreciate you as well. And ladies, we are going to carry on. Anyone who wants to join us, please feel free to reach out. You can inbox us. You can contact us through Prince, you know, or you can find us, each and every one of us, on Facebook as well. I've liked some posts. My name is Franca Jala once more, and I'll be willing to, you know, talk to each and every one of you ladies that want to be a part of this effort. It is not a one person's fight. It is not about me. It is not about these women on the platform. It is about our country, because we want the best for our country, Sierra Leone. Thank you all so very much, and God bless you. Mr. Prince, thank you.
Wow, what a closing statement. I mean, the thing about this platform is you always end up on a high. I've got this to say for finally closing the program. The late Nelson Mandela say, it is not done until you make attempt for doing. So if you don't make attempt, nothing is done. The late Martin Luther King said, I've been up there on the mountains and I've spoken to the Lord. The Lord said that we will get to the promised land and I won't be there. And the next day they kill him. But indeed it happened, what he immediately preached for. The game is not over. The prayers are not over. But you see, people are waking normally start something, not so they can end them, but it's always good to start. Because if you don't start, it will never have a name. But this is a noble, noble cause. Me personally want to extend me thanks and appreciation for what you want to do. Because apart from this, what I do, I'm also a community person. I'm very passionate about my country first. So I am really, really impressed. And I would do anything, you know, here for help this cause. Offer me platform, go to the length and breadth just for help. And I really appreciate that I be one for say. So there, una keep them up, una explore, you know, yeah, possible means, because I know say with una can go places, una work in each places. For let woman and come together, okay? Now, very, very powerful thing. It's like a fuse where you don't light, and when you light it, when you explode, it really, really powerful, and you can send a message, you know, yeah, far off and wide. So I thank you again, Sister Abibatu, Sister Muriel. By the time I forget the name now, I want to be familiar a little bit. Sister Fatima, Sister Franca, George, Sister Fatima, Sister Memona, Sister Alice Pesci. And if I not call your name, please forgive me. But first time, but not the last time when they come on this platform. And when I remember this, that you are always welcome. Anything when I get something for say, please bring it on. Sister Mariachi, you just come. I mean, just to say thank you for appearing.
Oh, okay.
Now, good night. So I play the good night music for now.
Yeah, it's on the back.
Okay, good night.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night.
Thank you. Good night.
No worries. Good night, my people.
Thank you, everybody.